4 brutal facts about your braces, things related to your braces or orthodontic treatment. Time for some PFOing so you know where you're going. All right, I am here in our Anna, Texas office, and we happen to be closed today.
Meanwhile,
And so the whole office is ours. Do good things, okay?
Yep. Yes.
I thought it would be a good thing if I shared 4 brutal facts that you definitely need to know when you're considering braces, or if you're in braces. This applies to Invisalign or Phase 1, whatever it is, you need to know these things. And while I tell you, figure out how to walk around. So, brutal fact number 1. If you think that straightening your teeth takes a long time, try wearing a retainer for forever. A few different things. 1, you might get braces 2 separate times, right? And if you add all of that together, that could be a few years worth of treatment. If you wait to get braces just 1 time, maybe it takes around 2 years. And then what do you do after that? Yes, retainers. And how long do you have to wear retainers? For as long as you want to keep your teeth straight.
So many emotions right now.
So if you are not in it to win it, there's a good chance that you will become a member of the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time orthodontic club. It's called the Admirals Club, right? Very prestigious club. So retainers for as long as you want to keep your teeth straight. And if you can't commit to wearing your retainers, then your teeth are gonna move and bye-bye. Or hello to Dr. Packard again for some more teeth straight. Brutal fact number 2. One of the most common questions we get is, how much longer do I have to have these braces on? And the brutal fact is, your orthodontist actually doesn't know exactly how much longer your treatment's gonna take or when your braces are gonna come off. I mean, only Dr. Strange can predict the future. Orthodontists are pretty smart, but to know exactly when, to have a crystal ball like Robin Hood, it's just tough. What we do know as orthodontists is we know what the end goal is. We know how to get there. And our job is to make sure to do what we can to help you get there. So asking the question, how much longer will it take? Your orthodontist might be like, well, 6 months, or just a few more weeks, or probably about 2 years. Reality is it could be shorter or it could be longer than that, depending on a few different things. How well your teeth move, how compliant you are with keeping your teeth clean, wearing your rubber bands, wearing your Invisalign trays, not breaking any brackets, eating the right foods. There's just so many things that go into the complexity of what is moving your teeth and making your teeth straight. So not to burst your bubble, about orthodontists, we are a good group of people.
That is true.
Those people, as Kramer might say. But the brutal fact is that it's hard to say for sure exactly when you are gonna finish your treatment, unless it's already on the books. Then we can tell you in a very specific date. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't ask. It just, you should know that asking, you might get an idea, but the way you really need to look at it, we wanna finish your treatment as fast as we can, all right? As fast as we can, because we want you to be happy. We don't want you to be in braces forever. It can be really challenging. And the longer you're in braces, the more you have to maintain just excellent hygiene, or you have to work harder to maintain excellent hygiene, and it can affect your teeth. You can get cavities and things like that. So it's just, we have interest in trying to get you done as fast as we can. But the reality is that we can't predict exactly when you are going to finish your treatment. That's a brutal fact. Third brutal fact, how many of you guys have rubber bands or been told to wear rubber bands? And how many of you have actually told your orthodontist once upon a time when they asked, hey, how'd you do on your rubber bands? And you're like, well, I wore them. I did good. And you're just bluffing. I'm not calling you a liar, but wearing your rubber bands sometimes, this is the brutal fact, wearing your rubber bands sometimes is just not good enough. If you want your teeth to move, if you want your bite to get better, you have to wear your rubber bands as instructed so that the orthodontist can tell, okay, how is it working? Do I need to increase the strength? Do I need to reduce the strength? Do I need to change the positions? He or she needs to have you wearing your rubber bands like as you're instructed so that we can make progress. Otherwise, if you don't wear your rubber bands, or if you're only wearing it sometimes, the brutal fact is that it's just not gonna be good enough. Probably won't get to where you want to be in the end result of the treatment. So let that soak in for any of you rubber band wearers. Or I should say, those of you who don't wear your rubber bands.
I see what you did there.
And brutal fact number 4 is that you may or may not be aware, but your orthodontist, most orthodontists have a certain condition that affects your results. It's called perfectionism.
What?
And because of that, right, we go to lots and lots of school, 23 years of school. Now, not all of that school was like, you know, pounding into us that, you know, smashing our heads with a hammer to get straight teeth. But those last years of orthodontic school, when you sit and look at straight teeth every day, you become addicted to it to a certain degree, right? Addicted to straight teeth and beautiful bites. It just looks so good and it makes you feel so good. And in theory, we just love it. So that means that you come into the office, you get your braces on, you get your Invisalign, you're going through the work and you're like, okay, what's going on? And he or she's, you know, trying to twist like a tooth like half a millimeter or a millimeter. Maybe it's bigger. You know, sometimes there's some big things that have to be taken care of and everybody can see that. But then once you get towards the end of your treatment and the orthodontist is trying to finagle, again, we really, really want you to get through your treatment as fast as you can. But sometimes it's hard for us to say you're finished because we're like looking at every single little thing and we just want it to be perfect. So cut us a little slack, be patient, hang in there. Make sure you remember those brutal facts. It'll help in your orthodontic journey. Number one, you better be ready. If you're getting into braces, you better be ready to wear a retainer afterwards for a really long time. Two, your orthodontist probably doesn't know exactly when you're going to finish your braces unless you already have a specific date. And then he can tell you very specifically when you're getting your braces off. And if you're telling yourself, I wear my rubber bands sometimes, that's not good enough. Finally, your orthodontist has a condition. It's called perfectionism. Cut him or her just a little bit of slack. Hang in there. They're doing the best for you. You're gonna love it, I promise. Or at least I hope you love it, because we sure love it. Hopefully these brutal facts help you. If you have any questions, or if you want to come ask me about these brutal facts, find me in Anna and McKinney, Texas, so that I can open your eyes to the wonderful world of straight teeth, beautiful bites. That's all I've got. Just a little PFOing so you know where you're going. Packard out.